Hi YouTube viewers and EDCF forum members, it's Jace here, aka PPC Apache. This evening, or today, depending which time zone you're in, I'm going to be reviewing one of my favourite brands in the market at the moment. It's called a Skinth Sheath, and basically it is a skinny sheath for people who are into what we call EDC or everyday carry. It's mainly for people who, like myself, who I need it, quite a few tools and stuff to take to me to work. As I go around to stores and I fix up displays on telco stuff and install displays and stuff like that, and it just gives me the ability to stay in the store, do my job without having to go to the car and get a dedicated tool set. So where are Skinths made and so forth? They're made in Winnipeg in Canada by a guy called Eric, who he himself was EDCing and didn't like what some of the sheaths were in the market and decided to make one of his own. And that snowballed into this type of business, and the EDCF forum guys all can contest to this. Once you buy one Skinth, you're always looking for your next one. So what do we have here in front of us? We have one of my first ones I got. This is a Skinth OG, is the name brand. Only thing I didn't like about it in the ending was it had the belt loop. Okay, and I'll explain a bit more about that in a minute. That's the only thing about this one here. Other than that, perfect device, nice and easy. Hence, this one doesn't have a belt clip, so this has gone to my wife, who's actually using it at the moment. She currently has a Leatherman Micra in here, and in here we have got some little bit of band-aids, and she's actually got a wingman. So she actually likes it. She actually used this the other day. She used the pliers to break a plastic clasp on one of my daughter's dresses so she could try and fix it, and yeah, she's actually carrying that with her in her handbag every day. A couple other things she's going to get in, later on is a Fenix EO5 in purple torch, so she'll have that. So let's get rid of that one. So that's the OG. Next is the Plus, and that's what I like about it. It's got a belt clip, so easy to get in, on and off in the car and so forth. Loved this one, had it for a while, good size, really enjoyed it. Got it because of the surge. I had this one because I had the rebar initially, but then put the surge in it. It still fitted alright. It's quite good. So we have that one. So push that into the side. Now here's the one I've just recently got, pretty much last week, and this is the Magnum. It's one of the biggest sheaths in the market at the moment that Eric makes, next to a Trailblazer and a Catch-All, which are different size and a different style. So this is the one that's very much in this family. So let's get rid of these ones here for the time being, and let's concentrate on this one. So as you can see, the biggest difference in size is quite a large sheath, and as you notice straight away, you can see we've got these tie-down system here as well to keep everything in here quite safe. And from what if I remember correctly, Eric's now actually putting these standard on the Plus. I think he said also the OG as well was going to get it. So you might want to check Skinth Solutions just to double check that. But from my understanding is you most likely will get those standard. If you don't want them, then you can ask them without them. But since I've had these, I must admit, yeah, just get that bit more security, knowing that the product's going to stay in there. And I will do a loadout for you. I've got all the items to put in here as well to show you. So as you can see, we've got the nice finishing. I've got mine in black. I like black because I wear black for work. Even my paracord bracelet's all black. It just ties in nicely. Some of the other cool features you can get with this is the different types of fitting here. So this is Velcro. You can get domes. I wouldn't, on this type of device, I wouldn't be going for domes. Probably the other two smaller ones you could go for domes. Magnets another option, but again I wouldn't on this one personally. You can also get the side release buckles, very similar to what's on the paracord bracelet here. That would be quite cool, you know, if you just wanted to quickly release it and you wanted it a bit silent. So let's open it up and have a look what we've got inside here. So we have a main compartment in here, and we've got some, now you may not be able to see that here, let me just shine some light on here for you. So you can see straight away we've got a main compartment, a second compartment, and we've got another compartment here and two more there, as well as the side tubes. We've also got two more down the side in here as well, so you can see it's got a lot of features and stuff on there. and you'll see it once I load it out, how full you can get this. And I've still got more stuff coming in the post that I'll be adding to this. So what am I going to put in here mainly? Well, I've got my Leatherman Surge. When I first bought this one, I did a lot of research, I looked online, but the main thing that made me get this one was I actually went down to one of my local stores who actually had it and got it in my hands. So, let's move that out of the way. My hands are quite large, got long fingers, and the Surge fits quite nice and comfortable in my hand, good grip, everything. Whereas if I compare it with the Sidekick, still quite a good grip in there, but it just, I wouldn't be able to work a lot of things on it if I was trying to tighten a lot of screws and do a lot of work with it. So the Sidekick's just for there to do a quick job if I needed to. So that's going to go into the main compartment there. I do have a lanyard on it. I can grip it like that, but sometimes if I want to hurry or pull it out, I can get a better grip on it, only reason. Next was the Sidekick you saw before. I used to carry this in my back pocket, back right pocket. Now this carries in the side pocket here. And down. So we've got, so far, the Leatherman Sidekick Surge in here. Now, this is what I was shining on before. This is a lead lenser P3. This will be retired soon and going to my son. And I will be getting a Phoenix E12, which will go in the side tube here. Either way, it doesn't matter which way I can go down. I think I've got it this way at the moment with the lens up, purely because of this. It sits nicer on top of that. And again, securing it down with the side strap there. Now, we're going to fill it up the remaining stuff in here. So, what we've got is my bit kit. I've got two of these, but I don't use the other bits. These are the main bits I use for work all the time. So there's no use carrying the other ones. I do carry them in the car, and they're in my emergency kit with my rebar, Z-Rex, a Monarch 6 AA, 2 AA battery, torch, and some other equipment as well. Next, I've got my bit extender. This has been quite handy to help me out in a lot of spots where the Surge was a bit bulkier to get in. So that goes in there. I carried the actual saw on the Surge, so that stays in there because it's a bit serrated, so I don't want it to go against that. So this is the diamond file, and at the moment it's just slotting straight in there. I can still grab it out and get some access to it. My little bruiser. Love this little tool. Even when I get my CountyCom pry bar, this will still be carried with me. I just love the shape of it. It's just really good. It's helped me out quite a bit. So I'm getting that actually in the side pocket at the moment. There, with a little lanyard on top of it. Now here comes, I'll show in a sec, but I've still got one part over here that still hasn't been filled, and I've still got these if I require them. I'm actually getting a TEC accessory centipede. That's normally keyring carried, but I'm actually going to carry it in here. Probably maybe in beside the extender or down in the side pocket here, depending on which one it fits in nicer. Also, like I said before, I'm going to get a CountyCom pocket, micro and Pico pry bars. I'll probably have the pocket in here, and the micro will be going to my wife, and the Pico will go on my keychain. So as you can see, we've got that in there. Now, I said this is a little bit different than the standard Magnum, and I saw one of the guys on the EDC forum who had an XL Skinth that he got 2 loops added to the back. So we have these 2 here. I use pens every day to sign into some of the businesses I go to, and also just to write some stuff down. And occasionally I have to have a Sharpie to write on a box if it's a demo, so that they don't throw the box out, and so we use it later on. So this is on my hip. I will have my pen, and it's a Samsung pen, of course, on the side there. And on the other one, just a standard black Sharpie. It's not a micro one or anything else like that. I potentially might look at changing this one to a mini Sharpie, and I might get a space saver pen for this one, just so that it can fit quite nicely to about there. But at the moment, this seems to be working for me. I do have a TEC accessory Pico pen coming, but I think that's going to be staying on my keyring keychain as a backup, basically. So as you can see now, that's my pack. So this is actually my EDC. This is my everyday carry that I carry every day next to my paracord bracelet. I have a Galaxy gear. I carry my Note 3 for work. my sunnies, and of course my keys, which are actually in my pants pocket at the moment. And on the key I actually have a PS4, and I have a Swiss Tech keychain as well. So that gives me, just a backup of what's available. And I'm trying to actually get into a keychain system. So there we go there as well. So there's my little black PS4, which is one of my favourites now since my micro has been retired and given to my wife. So this just gives you an idea of the Magnum, what I like about it, and what I can actually get in there. I mean, you can get a lot of stuff into these sheaths here, and I think people, when they first have a look at it and they think, well, what have you got in there? When you actually open it up and you actually show them what you've actually got in there, they can't believe that you've been able to fit that much stuff into such a short, small package. Now, first thing people are going to ask me is weight. Surprisingly enough, when I had this fully loaded with the surge and pretty much most of the stuff except for the sidekick that you see here, it was 20 ounces, or just a little over 20 ounces for you Americans, which was around about the 580 grams for those in metric. This bad boy here comes in at a cool 27.9 ounces, which is around close to about 700 plus or so grams. So yeah, it fits really nicely. I mean, I like it. I'm comfortable. I'm around 6 foot. A little bit on the cuddly side at the moment, but I have a nice belt. I've got some good hard yucca. This is what the brand name pants that I wear. They're very sturdy. So I don't feel the difference, and I don't even have to take it off my belt to get in and out of the car. I just have to move it forward, and I really don't realise it's actually on there once it's there. And as you can see, it has the belt clip. The only difference with the belt clip being that this is stainless steel, silver, you can see, and this is Ninja Black. I was hoping that was going to be in the Ninja Black, but hey, I don't care. I love it. A little bit tight at the moment, just purely because it's new. This one doesn't have a bar, like a bulge down here. This one sort of does here. It does make it a little bit harder to put on, but I've got a way that I can do it now, so it's not really an issue. It's not a deal breaker of any way, shape or form. But yeah, I hope if you're really interested, please visit Skinth Solutions for your just to see what he has there. He just has an array of Skinths available. And there are some there for those that love their Swiss Army knives and those types of things. My wife has a few of those, but she's now coming into Leatherman. And there's a wide range of colours, and the materials are brilliant. If you're really interested in EDC gear, come across to the community, EDC forums. We're a great crew over there, very friendly, just to help people get items and tools that they can use every day and not be paranoid survivalists, but just people just like everyday people who want to be prepared for any emergency, or just to not have to race back to a car or a truck, or having to come back a week later to fix something that they could have fixed in 5 minutes if they had, say, a multi-tool or some type of tool, be it a knife or something. That's one thing you won't see in this yet at the moment, my EDC. I am waiting on a couple of knives to come through. I've got a cold steel Recon 1, which is the micro version, which will be on my keychain, which will go into this. And I've got an Ontario Rat M2 in black coming, and my mate XSI on the forum as well. He's getting an OD green. So just come and have a visit of us. Hopefully you will see us there. Again, my tagline is PPC Apache. Please come and see us. Say hi if you come onto the forums. And I hope you enjoyed this review. It is a very simple, quick one for you guys, but I just wanted to show people just the size of it, and just overall what I like about the Skinth Solutions, and see where they go from there. I'd love to see what Eric's going to come up with, what materials he's going to use, how he's going to make these even better. If you go and have a look at some of his prototype systems and stuff, and just some of what the other guys are posting, like some of the first Magnums that came out, or even some of the first OG and Pluses coming out, he's actually fixed things up, he's made them better, he's got better techniques and stuff like that. The only thing I would say, if you are going to be ordering one of these, allow time. Now, unlike most people, I live in Western Australia, in Perth. It is one of the most isolated cities in the world, or is the most isolated city in the world. And and these can take up to 3 to 4 weeks to be made, and then you've got shipping on top of that. So hey, look, you could be up to an additional 6 to 8, you know, it could go a little bit longer depending on what time of the year. Over Christmas, I think my Plus took a lot longer than what the Magnum and the OG did as well. So if as long as you be patient, it will come out to you. Eric's being really good in following up things and making sure things are fine. So thank you very much for listening to me prattle on about this. I hope you enjoyed the video again, like I said, and thank you very much. Catch you later.